Okay, I've got one more achievement here in my school bus build, and that is the internal walls of my power room. So my power room is right here. It's located towards the back end of my 2003 Bluebird All-American rear engine bus. And in this room will be all the components of my electrical system, which I've got listed right here. I've got 6 Life Power 4 batteries, the inverter charger controller unit that'll be mounted on that plate right there. And I've got an EMP shield device because I'm kind of a prepper, the circuit breaker box, the temperature sensor and alarm, and a fan to circulate air back here. So what you're looking at is sheet metal with tiny holes in it. It's a very heavy gauge sheet metal, and it covers the ceiling and all 4 wall surfaces. And if you've gutted a school bus in the past, you'll recognize this as being part of the bus's internal ceiling. So when I did the gutting, I decided to hang on to several sheets because it would make a great fire resistant material. Well, behind the sheet metal, you'll see is some red, and that red is coated over concrete board. And now you're thinking, man, this guy's a nut. First off, he's a prepper, and he's worried about an electromagnetic pulse. Hey, I'm not quite to the point yet where I'm living in Montana in a bunker, so I'm still okay there. But why does he got concrete board inside of his bus? It'll break. Well, then it might do that. So the manufacturer of the inverter charger controller unit requires that it be mounted either on concrete or concrete board. And so what I've done here is I've taken precautions. And so the concrete board is covered with Red Guard membrane, which is a tough fibrous membrane, and it's designed to not only reduce cracking, but if cracks do occur in concrete board, it holds all the pieces in place and doesn't allow gaps to separate the pieces. And that way it continues to maintain its fire retardant capability. The other thing I did is I've contact cemented the back of all these concrete board pieces to 1/2-inch plywood. So the concrete board is sandwiched between sheet metal and plywood. So it still should stay in place should it break. So my batteries that are back here right now, my 6 Life Power 4 48-volt batteries, they'll be here on the floor of my bus. And what I've done here is I've installed a heavy pipe, and that is in place not to hang my clothing, but should one of the batteries break, let's say a battery here towards the back needs to be replaced, rather than remove each battery, which weighs over 100 pounds, I can attach a hoister or come along, lift the battery up, and move it out. The final thing I'm going to do is coat the internal walls with an intumescent or fire-resistant paint. And I think I've covered as many bases as I can to keep this room not fireproof, but to slow down. Should a fire occur, it should be ample time for me and any other guests and animals living in my bus to get out safely in time.